Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm just doing a little bit of admin, just letting people know that we are still recruiting, and when we raise and all of that good stuff, it's good to see a few people in again this evening. I can see that the Swede is back in for a third day in a row, which is really nice to see. Who else have we got? So we've got a couple of guys that have been in before. So tonight we are doing a public lobby, as I've been doing for the last couple of nights, and I think this is the third night in a row that I've done this. And we are going to be looking at some of the Grand Prix tracks in the game, using Gr.4 and then Gr.3 cars. So we're just going to start off with, and I apologise, I'm looking at my screen. I've just got a bit of admin-y stuff that's going on at the moment. I just need to take care of. But yeah, we're at Gr.4s for 2 races. Then we're going to be doing a couple of Gr.3s, and I'm probably going to be pretty much dead at the end of that, because we didn't finish too late last night, and then I was up at 3:30 this morning. Then tried to go back to sleep, went back to sleep, but the last time I looked at my clock was about 5:30, and then I was up again at 6 to get Joe up. So yeah, it was all a bit all a bit interesting on that side of things. Where are we? So we are Circuit de Gilles-Villeneuve for the first one, Red Bull Ring for race number 2. And then we are at Monza with the chicanes, and then Interlagos in the Gr.3s. Let me just put you on spectate for the moment, because I need to put my racing socks on. Otherwise, my feet won't be in a good position at the end of this one. And I knew there was something I've forgotten to do. Yeah, it's just been a busy day today. Busy day. And I think the other thing I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to move my blind up slightly. Let's just get this window open, let a little bit of air in. I think just slide that back down just so the air can circulate underneath. Certainly not got ourselves ready this evening, but being a public lobby, I wanted to get the lobby open soonest, get people out there running some laps, and then yeah, see how we go. Right, talking about laps, we need to get out there and just get going. So let's get out on track. Hopefully the stream is okay. Still get my head around this track. Not overly good at this one. As you can see, straight on at that first chicane. Oh, I've got a question mark in the question in the chat now. I want at Cankerman. Right, so we've got Frenchie's in, Cankerman's in. Good evening to you guys. Thank you for popping in, and I need to get out on track because I've only got 5 minutes and I need to get an out and a flyer. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck at the very back of the grid. And interestingly, I'm on the wrong tyres because I'm on the medium tyres, not the softs. We're running both sets of tyres tonight, guys. The last couple of nights it's just basically been straight soft, and tonight I thought we would just step it up a little bit, and haven't put silly tyre wear or fuel or anything like that to force pit stops, so it is a little bit of one of those pit for the sake of pitting jobbies, but you aren't going to need to change the tyres from mediums to softs or softs to mediums. You do need to run both sets this evening. When you pit, entirely up to you. So it might be that you're in with some traffic and you want to get a better track position. It might be that you're on racing softs because you want to get a good start. It might be that you want to keep the racing softs till the end of the race. And of course, for those people that are racing, you're never quite going to know whereabouts you are until all the pit stops are done, which could be this evening, last lap. So it could be interesting. Okay. Whoa! Way too late into there. Right, we need to get this done this time now. Hopefully that won't be a corner cut. Otherwise, if it is... Oh, I'm stuffed. I have just stuffed myself here. Oh, old man Stu, thank you for the 199, my friend. Oh, thank you, mate. Oh, I'll tell you what. I've wrecked my lap. Let's just do this one from the back. Let's do this from the back. Oh, I hope you're well, my friend. I hope that you are well, but thank you. Let me just throw up some beers for you. Thank you so much. Actually, the other thing I can do in here, how many people we've got? We've 13. Let's do a little bit of this. Let's do a little bit of this. There we go. That's the first of the ones that I can do this week. Oh, Cankerman straight in there with one. Wow, look at that. So Cankerman's just got a membership. Alstain Minute Clips, Keith Moody, Official Dawn, and SMFC. Cankerman, what a day for you to pop in. What a day for you to pop in and pick one up. Well done, well done, well done. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Go and check out those little emoticons that you've got. And right, so where are we? We've done 0 miles for a workout here. So yeah, all looking a bit not looking overly good at the moment with regards to where I'm going to be starting. And we're up against some quick people. We've got Heinsberger and Grenster from P1R, really quick racers, those two. They're in the G70. Wiggy's in the Cayman GT4. Mad Mikey, he's always there or thereabouts, so long as his internet connection and his hardware holds up. Mad Mikey in the TT Cup. David, who I've had some barnstorming races with this week, is in the G70 along with me. Spifa is in the Supra. Spifa having an amazing race at Sardegna last week. I did a video on that one where he got into a first corner, I think it was a last corner incident on the first lap, dropped miles to the back, and then somehow came good at the end and found himself on a podium place. Amazing video, that one, I tell you. Denotes is in the TT. Dong is in from TCSRL. He's in the 458. Jommy is in the 155. The Swede, who's been with us all week, in the WRX. Ben Clock in the Lancia Evolution. Big Louie in the Cayman. Vadim, again, somebody else. That's another person that we've seen before. Let me just say hello to Vadim. Good evening. Nice to see you again. Meatball and obviously Cankerman. I think Meatball we've seen before from time to time. But there we go. Right, let's just do a ready. And starting in a mo. Oh, won't even do that. We'll just go straight out there. 16 runners for this one. Let's get this one underway. We are going to be towards the back of the grid, because I think I've got fastest first on tonight. At least I meant to put fastest first on. Hopefully it is. We'll find out in a moment. But without setting a time, we're going to be right at the back. So, but that's not too bad, because I'm not very good around here. So I'll have plenty of people to follow. Yeah, there we go. Right at the very, 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 very back. Lining up alongside Gr.33 there. Right, false starts. And yeah, we'll see what happens with regards to what tyres people are on. Whoa! God, Dong didn't get away at all there. Heinsberger also struggling to get away. Just going to follow. Whoa! D-locks and meat. This is all a bit frantic at the moment. At the back here. Big Levy off to one side on the grass. Meatball on the inside. D-locks all over the back of him. Oh! Let's just try and get it slowed down for... Whoa! This is a bit mayhemy. Back at the moment. Got a car on the inside of me. Got to leave room for. God, Gr.'s coming through. I think that's Gr.'. Could be Heinsberger. No, it is Gr.' in the P1R colours. Oh. Went a bit deep into there. Let me just let Gr.'s back through. Just did not want to slow down on these tyres at all. Braking a little bit earlier now for this one. Right, let's put those soft tyres on. Try and stay out of trouble. Gr.', I'm really sorry. I completely, I broke and there was just nothing. But there we go. Gr., your description says slowest first, does it? What, the description in the video? Or in what description? I don't know. I've gone fastest first because it's a public room. I normally do slowest first. Oh no, crossed the line. I knew I was close, but I thought I was okay. Never mind, it is what it is. First race of the night, and my mind is on the stream rather than racing. So often happens. Where I paid his penalty. We've really got to put some good times in. I could really have done with staying with Gr.'. And having him pull me along, but that's not going to happen. The Swede's already put in a fastest lap of 1:45.246. So once again, Swede very, very much on it in the Gr.4s. Couple of guys in, Dong's in for pits. Saw somebody else was just in there as well just a moment ago. Hopefully they won't make the same mistake that I made a moment ago. Who's that? Oh, Dong, just in front of me. For any of you that are wondering what I'm talking about, the guy in front, and I can't say the name, but Kuznetsov or whatever it is, he's referred to as Dong at TCSRL. So when I use that name, it's not rude, or it's not to confuse anybody. That is the name he goes under. He's 4 seconds ahead at the moment. We're definitely struggling here. 3.9 down to 3.8. Dong is quick racer, as are many of the guys at TCSRL that are racing their league. We got it down to 3.6. We've got a fair way to go yet, but obviously who is going to pit when? Obviously there might be a few that decide not to pit. They will obviously feel the wrath of the stewards at the end of the race if that's the case. This Genesis does not like that curb at all. So it's a bit of a shame. So if I had a 3-second penalty, I'd have been right with Dong, and we would have been in a great little tangle. But alas, I did mess up, all my own doing there. I apologise for all of the squeaking. That's one of the dogs downstairs playing with a squeaky toy. But both our dog and my daughter's dog here this week. Probably driving Joe crackers with all the noise, but there we go. Trying to watch TV. Bit difficult when you got a dog with a squeaky toy. I can't worry about that now. I have a Dong to catch, and I'm not doing so. And I missed a gear there as well. Oh, a few tenths of a second there. Might get me down towards the 2-second mark, but I don't know if it's going to get me any further than that. Oh, we went almost into the wall there. Didn't quite hit it. But it's now at 3.3. That corner back there, the hairpin, the real hairpin, gets me all the time. I've really not quite got the hang of that corner. So nobody else is pitting at the moment. So I'm going to assume that everybody is on the soft tyres at the moment. And then at the very end of this one, we'll have a few people jumping in onto the soft tyres, I would suspect. Oh, I don't know what's up with Grenster. He's going slow. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, he's lost it big time. Oh, Grenster will catch me. Grenster's quick. So I'm going to push on, see if there's any way that I can catch up with Dong in front. And I imagine that Grenster will probably be behind me within a lap or two. So 147.7 and 147.6. Consistent, but when you look at what Mad Mikey's done, a 144.6, I am consistently slow. It's 3 seconds slower. That's a huge amount of time to be giving away. I don't know where he's finding that time from, I am sure. Is a great time, and Dong is pulling away as well, 3.8. So either the Genesis is not up for it, up to it around this track. Maybe I need to do an MR car or something. Although Mikey's in that TT, he's just got it absolutely hooked up really beautifully. 144.626. He's done. Just getting it on the grass while I'm trying to get the power down early. Also pushing my braking points a little bit later now. It's still Dom going away, 4.2 now. He's putting out time ahead of me all the time at the moment. Where's Grenster? Grenster's 6 behind. Was about 7 or so earlier on, so already taking a lot of time out of me. So Dong, 4 seconds pretty much on the nose. We go into this corner and we'll have a look and see what it is in a moment. Oh, I got a better corner there. 3.7. I was expecting Dong to be pulling away from me. At the back at the moment, nobody pitting yet. The tyres. I think it's going to be a mad dash to the pits on the final lap. Oh, I've gone too deep into there. That's going to be a penalty, I think. It is. Just as I said, I was trying to push my braking zones later and later and later to see if I could just close up a little bit on Dom. Completely overshot that one. We can see the car in front, we just can't get anywhere close at the moment. As per usual around here, the penalty's not nice because a half-second penalty is going to manifest in a second where the penalty is served. So it's quite an expensive one, as it is on quite a few tracks in Gran Turismo. Still not a great fan of this slowing down on the track to take penalties. I'd much rather than they were added at the end, or that you had to come into the pits to serve them or something. Had a few discussions with people about that just recently. Not everybody's on the same page. Not everybody agrees that that's a good idea. Some people like the new system. Get rid of the penalty on the next lap. Just make sure you move off the racing line and everything's all good. Problem is, I've seen so many good battles spoil, even though obviously once the penalties are applied at the end, it would affect the overall standing. Sometimes you get some really great battles and then penalties have somebody falling away off the back. There we go. It's the way that it is. Okay, we've got another of the medium runners is in. Or that was a soft going on to mediums, I don't know. Just saw the yellow tyre out the corner of my eye. I tell you what, that is a horrible pit exit. I couldn't even see Vadim there. I might have just completely chopped his nose off. Or her nose. Come on, get round, get round, get round. Slight nudge of the wall there. Okay, Dong, 4.3 down the road. Quite a lonely race, this one. Not one of my favourite tracks, this, I have to say. A lot of people like this circuit. I think it's probably okay if you're using GR2s. Might even be okay on a GR1. Obviously it'd be fine on the Super Formulas, but with these slower cars, not one that really floats my boat, if I'm honest. I went way too deep there. Dong's now nearly 5 seconds down the road. I wonder who else has got to come in for tyres. Where's Grenster? He's I thought he would have been behind me by now. Somebody else in the pits just coming out, I think. So they will be out and have cleared us by the time we get there quite easily. Nobody else in there at the moment. I'm imagining there's going to be a big old lunge to the pits in a moment, probably at the end of this lap, from some of the front runners, and then we'll really see where they are. But my race has been a bit mediocre, to say the least, in this one. I think that I can see Grenster's already catching at the back there. He's not a million miles away. One of those tracks I really need to come up on a daily race and to learn it properly. Talking about the daily races, I'm only not doing them at the moment because work is very busy, and I'm going to be taking a week or so out in a couple of weeks' time, or about just over a week's time, and I won't be able to stream. And when I get back, we'll be into summer holidays with Joanna, and then I'm hoping to get back into those daily races in September when the kids are back at school, she's back at work. And I'm hoping to find a 24-hour period where I can do my little 24-hour challenge that I've got lined up and been wanting to do for the longest time, but my health has really not allowed me to do that. But I think we're fairly close to being able to do it soon. Oh, we've got Big Louie in for the pits. Can we get around and out? Is he going to be out before? I think he's out already, isn't he? He's gone. Oh no, he's behind us. Okay, so we've done one in the pits. I wonder who else has not pitted, who's forgotten to pit. I haven't seen a lot of pit stops being done in this one, I have to say. I hope people have realised that both tyres were required. If not, there are going to be some very unhappy people. So Swede, Mad Mikey and Wiggy, 1, 2, 3. Ben Clock and Dong in 9th and 10th. I'm down in 11th on this one. Really not had a good race at all. We're off to the Red Bull Ring for the next one. So I definitely don't think the Genesis was a good choice of car here. I think the Viper would probably have been a better choice than this. And that's saying something. I don't often say that. The Swede and Mad Mikey 1 and 2. Wiggy 3rd. Well done to you guys. So tomorrow we're going to be heading off to the Americas. Obviously Independence Day, 4th of July on the Saturday. So we'll just be tipping a wink to our friends in America tomorrow, but that will be a friends only run. And Wiggy with a 1 second penalty. Meatball didn't pit. The only one that didn't pit, we got Tommy, was a DNF, and we managed to get 10th in that one. Just couldn't close Dong down. No matter what I did, he had the edge on me. But the Swede, Mad Mikey and Wiggy, Heinsberg are almost there. 5 seconds covering the top 3, just 1.2 seconds covering the top 2. And Old Man Stu saying the Alpha is a good car here. Well, you could have told me that earlier. I needed to know that about 20 minutes ago. Oh, but then I need to start learning. I need to start learning which tracks, which cars are good around which tracks. Granister, the GR4, sorry, G70 GR4 really throwing me off on curbs. I can't drive it here. I found that as well. Couldn't ride the curbs. The Swede was your winner with a 1:44.599. Matt Mikey, a 1:44.403. And Wiggy with the fastest lap in the Cayman, a 1:44.361. Did get a 1 second penalty. Didn't matter the slightest. Heinsberger in 4th. D-Locks 5th. Svifa in 6th. David 7th. Ben Clock in 8th. Dong in 9th. I got 10th with Vaden behind me. Then Grenster and Big Louie and Kankerman and Meatball with that 1 minute penalty, which did drop him a little bit, but not a huge amount. Right, okay, let's go and load up the Red Bull ring for this one. So Taylor Greenwood, have we got room? I don't know. I'm not sure. No, not at the moment. Not unless somebody drops out. Just keep an eye, keep watching, keep watching. Keep on watching and see if you can get in. Old Man Stu, Citroen GT is best all-rounder for GR4. Right. Oh, there's room. Jump in now, my friend. If you're quick, you'll get in. It's a busy room tonight. 14 runners. Got 14 of us in here. We've had 2 that disappeared. Obviously, some of the guys not liking the Red Bull ring. I've chosen Formula 1 tracks this evening. So we've just done the circuit Gilles-Villeneuve in Canada. Now we're heading off to Austria for the Red Bull ring. And then we'll be hopping into the GR3s for Monza with the chicanes. And then finishing up at Interlagos. So, yeah, Interlagos, another track that I am not necessarily very good. Taylor Greenwood is on his way. We've got 14 at the moment, so we're still good for the minute. Oh, what should we? I'm gonna stick with my car. I will put on the softs for this one, and what did I say? So we can use the softs and the mediums, but we don't necessarily need to do anything with it. Right, I'm going to get out on track. Just want to put in a couple of laps. Dong just asking, what GR4 car is good around here? Oh, I don't know. I'll answer that in a minute. I'm not sure. I mean, I used to find that the G70 was quite good around most of the tracks. But since the 1.7 update, and I don't know if they've done anything to it, they probably haven't. But I don't know, I'm just struggling with it on the curbs and occasionally struggling just to get decent lap times in this car at the moment. The Mitsubishi GR4, the RCZ. We're getting a few suggestions coming out. I'm not hearing anybody say G70 yet. Right, let's get around here. Oh, I better let everybody know when we're going to be running, shouldn't I? When we're going to be racing. I haven't told everybody. Let me get round. I'm going to do one more lap. It's only a short lap, and then I'll just let everybody know. We'll probably start this one at 1:45. Okay, here we go. G70's too heavy, I'm being told. Well, we'll do a time in the G70, then I'll have a look and I'll see what sort of times some of the people are doing, and then we'll have a little look and maybe consider a change up of car. Thing is, I want to get like Mad Mikey's done. He's completely invested in the Audi, learning those cars inside out, and I really want to set on a manufacturer, and everybody that knows me knows that that is the BMW, but the BMW M4 is just so slow at the moment. The TT's pretty quick. Well, Mad Mikey's showing that already, look. Although Svifa has gone pretty quick as well. I don't know what Svifa's in. But Svifa's setting a good time. Wouldn't be surprised if Svifa's in the Supra. He likes the Supra. And as I said in that video that I released a couple of days ago, wow. That was in the Supra. What a finish he had. Caught Ollie and I absolutely napping at one point. Grenster a 1:39.0. So we've got just under a second covering the top 3 at the moment. Can we join the party, I wonder? Show that the Genesis is good around here. A 1:39.0. Well. Matt Evo, good evening. If someone drops out, I'm ready to dive in from C on the controller. Oh, we had a couple of places a moment ago. Watch very carefully because I'm about to tell people when we're starting racing, and you may well find that 1 or 2 people go, I don't want to wait that long, and they could well disappear because we've got 9 minutes and then we will be going racing. But keep an eye because there will be people jumping in and jumping out all the time at the moment. Interesting the video that you posted in the Discord earlier on that Luke was working on the track positioning and getting over curbs and things. So I'm hoping that built on what we were learning. Well, not what we were learning, what I was going through with you the other day. I'm hoping that was good. You know what? Everybody's asking me about pit stop in this one. I am deliberately not answering because we all need to, and this is me included because I get caught out when I go in other people's lobbies as well, need to have a look in the race settings and know what the weather's doing, what the pit's doing, what the tyres are doing and stuff like that. So seen a couple of requests come in, and I'm politely ignoring them for the minute. Right, we're sitting 3rd at the moment. Again, one of these tight, twisty courses, the G70 is pretty good. Right, let's go. A few minutes. 7 minutes before we're racing. I've got about 5 minutes before I will just need to dive in and do a little bit of homework. Who we got in front of us? P Max has just dropped me down into 4th. So 0.678 covers the top 4. Oh, his note's changing a little bit at the moment. Scratch that. I think some people are in the pits. Svifa, a 1:38.1. He's got the fastest lap. Well, the top 5 that I can see, if I can do my maths very, very quickly while I'm hurtling towards this corner, are all within a second. So I think it's going to be a pretty close run race, this one. It'll be very, very, very busy, especially if we have got a full complement of 16 on this one, which I think we may well have. We've still got 16 there at the moment. These public lobbies have been very, very popular this week. For those of you that are considering joining for more of these, I will be doing a public on Monday and then I won't be doing another public one until end of July. So I won't be doing one basically for a month. So if you want to get into our lobbies and come and race with us, then please just drop me an email with your Gran Turismo name, your PSN, whoa, the Discord name and your YouTube name. I then have a few little checks I need to run, and then we get you set up in the Discord, so you will then be able to get the lobby codes so that you can come racing with us from 9 o'clock Monday to Friday. That's when I tend to stream. Occasionally I will join other people. So I've done a championship with TCSRL, and I will do another one now that I'm getting a little bit better. I'm in Hulkey's British Touring Car Championships at the moment. We had a break this week, but we'll be back on Wednesday next week. And Ollie is planning a 1 hour gig. So there's a whole bunch of tracks that he's picked from multi-class, hypercar and Gr.3s, and that will be hour-long races. I'm not sure when we're going to run that, or when he's going to run that, whether I'll be able to do it if my back is good enough. We will have to wait and see. We're down at 1:38.4 now, which is not too bad. This one's not great because I've been jibber-jabbering. Where are we? 42. I think that might be a penalty over the end there. It is. Let's just come out of there and we'll see how things stand. Any track with low curves, G70 is good. And yeah, the question about pit stops, if you go into the view the event settings, that little button there, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, that will tell you all that you need to know. And I don't know when we start the race whether it comes up and says what tyres you are actually physically need to have. So on this one, we've got Heinsberger is in the G70, Grenster's in the Aston Martin, Mad Mikey is in the TT as expected, David's gone into the Supra, I'm in the G70, Thief is in the Supra, Libiath is in that quick Citroen, Dong is in the TT, PMax is in the Swift, Brian is in the G70, the Swede has gone for the F-Type. That is a curveball car there. Although that was quite a good car a little while ago around this sort of track. Could be one to watch. Vadim has stayed in the Scirocco. Danny's in the SLS AMG. Ben Klock just jumped into the GTR. And then we've got Danny is in the AMG, as I said, I think. Meatball in the 458. Kankerman in the Elantra. The Elantra will be quick, but I don't know how it's going to be out of the corners. A lot of wheel spin from that car. PMax could be getting some wheel spin with the front wheel drive cars as well around here. I don't find the front wheel drives easy to get the power down around the Red Bull Ring. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Will be interesting to see how Grenster goes in the Vantage, and I'm also very interested in the two TTs at the moment, and the Supras. So those are going to be the cars I'm going to be watching. The rest, there's a few curveballs in there. Right, we got 1 minute warning. And then we will be going racing. Grenster's just saying, public respect from me to anyone who drives FR drivetrain cars. Right, pop that down there. Hello, Marley. How are you doing? Right, let's see. There we go. Oh, not done much spectating so far. Right, let's have a little look and see where we're at. We're going to be starting this one now. Go. Right, hopefully everybody has got their tyre strategy sorted out and they know what they're doing. We're starting third in this one. Bodes quite well. Oh, we've got somebody just creeping on the line there. The Genesis super quick off the line as always. FIFA quick on the uptake out of that corner in the Supra. Quick old car that is. It might be worth me letting FIFA go and just follow through. Oh, but Mad Mikey's in the mix too. He's right up alongside. Just let me know he's there. We're boxed in a bit here. Oh, 3 wide into that one. Holy banana cakes. I'm still 3 wide. I've got one on the inside, I've got one on the outside. I don't know if those guys know. Got absolutely nowhere to go. Just got to keep it in the middle of the track. FIFA just keeping a foot in there at the moment. Oh, that was tough. That was a hair-raising few corners. That could have gone bad at any time. Thankfully it didn't. Right, okay. David in to drop the mediums. Looks like somebody has not necessarily watched the old requirements for this one. That is going to possibly cost them bad. Especially if he's got to come in again. Although, let's see what happens. He's got a lot of work to make up now. Where are we? Mad Mikey behind now. Sleefer's third. Laid him in fourth. Just watching Mikey, I know he's very, very quick in that Audi. He got a penalty. I'm definitely going to try and stay away from the penalties on this one, which probably means I need to be quiet. It's a coming. It's a coming. How heavy is it gonna be? Oh no, we're going around. On the curbs again. The curbs, they did a kill me. To really get on with this now. Should have gone with one of the other cars that carried the curbs better. I was warned. I was told. I know to avoid the curbs. Oh God, might have cut that one. We might have just got away with that. Up the inside of Donk. Need to leave him some room on the outside. I need the radar back on. Where is he? Where is he? And command just in front now in Elantra. Straight drag down to turn 1. Oh, still wanting to break away a little bit there. Wow, we've got a group out front, a group in the middle, and then a gaggle at the back. What I need to do is try and reach this little group just up ahead, if at all possible. So we're going to push this really hard now. Got Danny NASCAR, Heinsberger and a few others in this one, just up ahead. Just looking to see what that weather's going to do. It's just hanging around at the side of the circuit at the moment. I think it's going to clear the circuit, if I'm honest. Oh, Heinsberger going round. Oh, he's managed to gather that up. He's got a half-second penalty for the trouble. It's so annoying when that happens, when you get it wrong. You lose a load of time, and then the game whacks you with a half-second penalty as well. It's just like, well, I didn't make up any time, so why did he hit me with a penalty? The Swede right up behind me at the moment. Meatball pulls over to the right hand side. Got a drag on NASCAR, but Swede is right behind. Meatball's got the inside covered. Oh, he comes across. Oh, that Ferrari not looking nice on the curb there. We need a bit of a slipstream here. Which way are you going, my friend? I think that weather's going to come in. You don't need to worry about that. I mean, it's a bit dark. It does seem to be moving away from the track at the moment. Half distance. The front group running away after my silly spin. See if we can... difficult to know whether to work with Danny or whether to make the move, because I tell you now, if that was Danny C, I know how he runs, I'd be working with him. But when you've got somebody that you don't actually know how they race, it's very, very difficult to know whether to work together or whether to make a move. Got a nice slipstream, but I think Danny's got one too. Not really catching up. Is he going defensive? He's gone defensive. We'll leave him some room on the inside, but we'll try and go around the outside. That's that one done. Ben Clock up next. 1.3 ahead. Mad Mikey, Vadium and Svifa, you're 1, 2, 3 right now. You're very much in the middle of this little chasing group. A little bit of a loss of traction there. A little bit unexpected as the track cools down. I wonder if we've got any rain that's coming in, we're okay behind. No rain at the moment. Oh. We're a bit quicker than Ben through there, but have to back out of that one. Got a nice slipstream here, but it's not going to be enough. Oh. Got work cut out here. Right, Ben's made his move. He's committed to the left-hand side. We'll try and get up the inside. We couldn't quite do that. He's gone defensive again. Let's try. Didn't quite get the up and under there. He's covered the inside. Oh no, he's gone for the outside. Tried to throw him a dummy there. He didn't take the bait, but he went full across to the left, opened it up, and I was able to get down the inside on that one. Rachel, good evening. So the rain that I thought was going to come in has not again. At the moment, it is completely staying away. So we've got 2 laps to go. We've managed to get ourselves up to 6. After that horrendous spin that I did, it was fully self-induced, too greedy on the curbs. The Genesis says I'm not having any of that. Bounced across the track, round it went, and I know that once that back end starts to dance, as in it's bouncing up and down, you know that it's gone. There's nothing you can do. Ben is 0.8 behind. Brian is 6 down the road. So with 2 to go, we're really just working on trying to bring this home for this position. Vadim is in for the pits. Oh, is that going to give us a place? I don't know what Vadim's coming to the pits for. Right, okay, that's got us up to 5th. Mad Mikey, Sfifa, Grenster and Brian, they're right up there in front. Mad Mikey is so far out in the lead. He's got this absolutely won. Mad Mikey on fire tonight. Let's just hope all the tech holds up for him because he's going so well today. Sfifa going well as again. No dramas this time, just a straightforward run. But in a battle with Grenster, and I think Brian may well be in that as well, so it could well be, I can't see, could well be a 3-car battle for second in this one. I think Mad Mikey could probably stop, have a cup of tea, read the paper and resume and still win this one. He's absolutely cooking it. Whoa. Tyres are cooling down, I think, a little bit there, just lost a little bit of grip. You can see how much time I lost at a 1:38, a 1:51 on the lap that I spun. So well over 10 seconds lost. Getting on for 12 seconds. We're 19 seconds down. Another 1:38. Mad Mikey doing a 1:37.6. They are too slow, but not too bad. Ooh, that could be a penalty. We just wobbled that one over the line there. I think we're okay. Ben is 3 seconds behind, and it looks like we got away with that. Brian 7 seconds down the road. There is a bit of a battle, it looks like, just in front of me, but even if they get into an incident, there's no way I'm going to catch unless one of those guys winds up in the gravel at the end of the bottom of here. I think there's 3 cars together there, Sweeper, Grenster and Brian. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they will be able to take that to the finishing line. Oh no, Brian's off. Brian's off with a 3-second penalty. What is that all about? Oh no, that is such a shame. I'm going to assume that he caught somebody and knocked them off the track. That's giving it to Mikey and Grenster just in front now. No penalty for Grenster, so I don't know. I'm just wondering whether... Oh, Grenster with a penalty actually. But it's not long enough for me to be able to capitalise. We're going to get close, but we won't get close enough. Oh, it's FIFA. It's FIFA who had the penalty there, not Grenster. I thought I was in third. Oh, I thought I'd bring that home for a third there. Oh, Mikey, that first lap was ace. 3 wide corners. It was adrenaline pumping, Mikey. It really was. That is one that I could well watch back later on. It really was awesome. I might even look at that on the stream at the end. I mean, I was in the middle. Normally, when I'm in the middle of 3, I'm the one who's going off. And the difficult thing when you've got 3 is the guy in the inside, does he know that there's one on the outside? And the middle one's got nowhere to go. Oh, I felt it was like a ping pong ball. I mean, talk about paint swapping. It was absolutely amazing. Sweeper got caught in the corner. Grenster, not sure how hard Brian Potter missed his braking point. If he braked at all, collected Sweeper with him. Oh no. Oh wow. Yeah, that was the beginning of that race was one of the reasons why I do this. Just for those few laps, it was absolutely exhilarating. I am going to save that one. The result there, Mad Mikey in the Audi TT with a 1:37.684 and the fastest lap. Ahead of Grenster in the Vantage. So Vantage looking like a good car there, but 13 seconds back. That just shows the margin that Mad Mikey had around there. A 1:38.322 for Grenster. Sweeper in third in the Supra that he's loving at the moment, a 1:38.297. So not a lot between those, well, the top 3. Sorry, the top 2, 3 and 4. All very, very close on lap times. I got a 1:38.316. So me, Sweeper and Grenster for second, third and fourth. Not a lot between our lap times. And unfortunately, that huge accident that I had, that cost me second and third. We could have got a second there quite easily. Oh, there we go. Ben Clock in 5th. Brian Potter with that outbreaking in 6th. P-Max in 7th. Vadim in 8th. Libyath in 9th. Meatball in 10th. David 11th. The Swede way down in 12th. Unusual, that one. Heinsberger in 13th. Again, another unusual placing. Danny NASCAR 14th. Kankerman in 15th. And Dong, again, another unusual one, down in 16th. But your top 3, Mad Mikey, Grenster and Sweeper, I was close to being able to read my name out. Alas, it didn't happen. And now we're getting into GR3s. And, well, you guys know what I'm like with GR3. So that is probably my opportunity to get on the podium gone. I will try. But I have a funny feeling that yeah, it might be a difficult one from here. Good night, Sweeper. Thank you for racing this evening, and well done on your podium. Mikey, I got tapped into the second last corner, pushed me wide, got a penalty, although the race was over. Glad it wasn't. Thought the race was over, but glad it wasn't. There you go. You see, you should never give up. Genesis X should be good in Monza, but that is up to you if you want to drive it. Do you know what? Where is the Genesis X? Should we give it a go? Shall we give it a go? What did I do with regards to tyres and fuel around here? So the weather is good. That's all fine. And then we're back to medium and soft. Okay. So I'm gonna go out there on the mediums to start with, and we'll see how we go. Now this will be very, very, very interesting with regards to strategy, because I think the softs are going to be pretty good around here compared to the mediums. But we'll have to see. We will have to see how we go. Right, I've got a couple of minutes. Let me just get out on track, do a lap or two, and we'll see how we go. So normally I would have gone with BMW. We're going with the Genesis, and let's just see what sort of time we can put in. Grenster tells me it should be good. I should be on the I should be on pole. If I'm not, I know he's lying to me, and that I don't mean that at all. I'm not good enough. I don't know what's going on in the chat. Guys, just be careful in the chat if you are talking, that you don't say anything that could get you reported. Some of the most innocent of comments can get you into all sorts of trouble, as we know. So just take it easy. Don't get drawn into any arguments. Tell you what, this Genesis is actually feeling quite nice around here. I'm saying that, I'm going to get to the end and find some really slow lap time, but there we go. I don't know what sort of lap time we're chasing. I've got my eye on Grenster and Mad Mikey and the Swede for second fastest lap times around here. It'll be interesting to see what those guys set. Whoa, nearly dropped it there through a scurry. That's one to watch. Watch the curbs. Oh, big load of understeer through there. Huge amount of understeer. Right, we are a public lobby and some people might cut that corner. I'm not going to. I'm going to lead by example. We've got 19 people watching at the moment. If we can get 19 likes on this video, I will do my second batch of memberships. So there we go. In a minute, I'm going to check, see how many likes we've got on here. And if we've got 19 or more, I will hit the button for my second batch of 5 memberships that will go out. So get out there, click in that like button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really makes a difference to the chat. Oh, half a second penalty. If we can get 50 likes, I might actually try and do this without a penalty. I can say that because I know there's no way we're going to get 50 likes. Ugh, I'm off on the track now. Oh, it's Genesis. Hard when you start pushing. Nico! Nico, 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 how are you? Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Have you smacked that like button? Because I'm going to be letting some memberships go in a minute. Handful this car around here. It feels a lot more lively than the BMW. We'll give it a go. not gonna lie. At the moment, I'm beginning to wish I was in the Beamer. Once again, struggling through that corner. Now Mikey with 149.444. He's going to be in the R8, I have no doubt. Grens is a 151. What car is he in? Is he in the Genesis? Oh, can't quite read what that says in German. Oh no, too deep into there. That's been smacking. I'm trying to think what the word is now. Danke, danke schön. So this felt okay until I really started to push it. This is going to have to be my last lap. We're down in 6th at the moment, 9.4 off of the leader, which is Mikey. That is a huge number. Please tell me we're up 4.5. We're down half on number 1. I think that was through the initial chicane. Just having to wait forever to get my power. It was a bit quicker, but we're still in 5th. We're still way down on where we need to be. Matt, if you're around, you can get in the room now. There is room. We've got a couple of places have just opened up. Oh my gosh, here we go. Nico says, Ich kann sprechen Sie Deutsch very gut. So I cannot speak Dutch. Speak Dutch. Speak German. Very good. Ich nicht sprechen Sie Deutsch, meinen Freunde. That's about as much as I can say, I think. My German's terrible. Guten Tag, guten Morgen, guten Abend. I used to know my days. Lundi, mardi, mercredi. Oh, is that French? That's French. That's French. Oh my God, I feel bad. Oh no. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. He doesn't benefit as much from revving it out, this one. He's in the Genesis. He is in there. Matt, hauling trawls at 22.25, so I won't have time to finish. Not a problem, my friend. Not a problem. You look after yourself. Yeah, I know, French. I'm just trying to think was it Montag? Dienstag? Mittwoch? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look them up now. That's gonna get me. I can't think what they were now. And of course, we all know Inside Drive because of the singing recently. Right, oh, we're down to 13 at the moment. We've got Heinsberger, Grenster. So Heinsberger's in the R8. Grenster's in the Genesis. Mad Mikey's in the R8. David is in the 296, the Ferrari. I'm in the Genesis. Libiath has gone with the Citroen. Dong is in the R8, although I think he might have just changed. Zamzam is in the 296. Dong is in the R8. Brian Potter is in the R8. There's a lot of R8s in here. The Swede has gone for the Viper. We did do the Viper last night. We enjoyed the Viper. Oh, I don't know. Should we do the Viper? Ben Clock in the Mustang. Danny in the NASCAR. He's in the Viper too. Luca's in the 296. Cankerman's in the 992. What should I do? Should I do the Genesis or the Viper? What do you want to see me in? What do you want to see me racing in, guys? Let me know. By the way, how many, and I've got to go in a moment, how many likes have we got on this video? How many likes have we got on this video? Let me just see. Have we done it? We got 20 watching. I can't see. Come on. Come on. Where are you? We got 18 likes. We're not there. We didn't get the 19. Viper results. Genesis X if you want to practice Genesis as a manufacturer. Ooh, I'm going to go with a Viper. Just for the laugh. Just for the laugh. Just for the laugh. I'm going to do a Genesis night, I think. I think we will do a Genesis night at some point. Right. Yeah, we're short on the likes. So, we're not sending the memberships out just yet. Right, let's go. Have we got everybody in cars? Everybody ready to rumble? We have. Let's go. Oh, tyres. Very, very quickly. I have got the mediums and I've got the softs, so we should be fine. Well, I haven't got any watch its. I'm just going to put these on just in case. Well, I'm not putting them on. I'm just going to buy them, and then we'll go with the racing mediums because we've got to do racing medium, racing softs. Okay, right. Ben, I'm just waiting for Ben to tick in, and then we will go. So we've got Heinsberger, Grenster, Mad Mikey, David, me, Libiath, Zam, Dong, Brian Potter, the Swede, Ben Clark, Dong, Ben. Oh yeah, it's all gone a bit wibbly wobbly right now. Right, let's. Oh, we just got somebody just joining. Nico, I'm short on the likes. I didn't realise my dating life was public knowledge. Oh my word. I just need this. He's just ticked in. He has just ticked in. Let's go. 15 runners in this one. 15 runners. Where are we? 20 likes. But now we've got 23 of you watching. So I'm now looking for 23 likes. If we've got 23 likes at the end of this race, I will do another 5 gifted memberships. Right. I've got to get a decent livery on this car. I really do. I like this livery, but it's not a good one for me. Danny goes through. Never stop improving, he says. I'm trying. Can't win through this first corner. We sure can lose. Let's just try and stay out of trouble. Oh, Mikey's got a wheel on the grass. He's gone through the trap. Not through the trap, you know what I mean. Whatever that thing there is called. He went through it. He overrun, whatever. So Grenster out front through the first corner, leading Danny NASCAR in second. We've got the Swede in third. I'm in fourth. Brian Potter's fifth. Zam in sixth. Where are all the PSR guys in this one? We got the rest of the world all over us here. The runoff. That'll do. That will do. Come on, David. Come on, Heinsberger. Where are you? We need you up here. At the moment, the rest of the world are going to be way ahead. And the rest of us on this one. I should have pitted, but I've got good track position at the moment. I'm going to go one more. couldn't get around there. So Brian right behind me. Come on, little Viper. NASCAR and the Swede out front at the moment. Swede's making a move on the inside. Thinking better of it. Backed out of that one. Through goes Brian, but he's gone deep. Oh, I've got the dirty air. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Just lost it. Completely lost it. Okay. What's going on, guys? Let's try and stay right out of the way of everybody. Oh dear, oh dear. Should have come in. Should have come in and stayed out of all that shenanigans. That's a shame. Never mind. Oh dear, we've got clobbered twice. Rachel's just saying, my 2 girls at Silverstone just purchased a signed helmet of Russell when he was in the Williams. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, come on. I've just been called out for a bad rejoin, and I do wonder whether it was a bad one. I thought I was clear. Well, I think that could well be a correct call out. I was just trying to stay over on the far right hand side to rejoin. I'm assuming that was Frenchie that I got in the tangle with. Oh, he doesn't want to turn either. Crikey. Loads of yellow flags up. More yellows up. Anchorman and Luke are in front. Oh, not quite sure where Luke is going. Oh, Anchorman. That was an awfully... what on earth was that? I am not having a good time here. Anchorman just buried the brake pedal the most strangest of times. Interestingly, I didn't even get a penalty for punting him off. That was very, very, very strange. Oh. Looks like Mikey's getting a nice little compliment there. Oh, Martin Brundle's just signed 2 caps as well. Oh, that's wicked. I do like Martin Brundle. I have Mikey 149 threes. Where are we? We're 11th. I don't think we're going to be able to get anything back from this now. We're in the gravel there too. Mind you, only having 4 hours sleep last night probably is not a good idea to go racing when you've not had a lot of sleep. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Brian's 10 down the road. Oh, he's dropping like a stone. What's Brian doing? Where are we? Lap 7. 4 laps to run. Mitch is sticking to his excuse. Yes, I am sticking to my excuses. Good evening, William. At the moment, the rest of the world are killing us here. PSR do not even feature in the top 3. And I'm certainly not doing my bit. Right down here in 11th. I might have to put the headphones on for the next one. Get myself in race mode. Rather than streaming mode. Right, where's Brian? 0.9. On trying to get that power down early. We've got a nice run on him here. I'm not changing up early on this Viper, I keep forgetting. Danny, good evening. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. If I get enough likes, we'll be doing some more memberships. I can do 10 a month. I've done 5 already tonight. Thank you, Nico. At least I got one decent move tonight. Hold Brian up for 2 laps. Still right with me. He's got the slip. He's going to get the inside run. Not get good drive off that corner. He's coming back at me again though. This could come down to whoever get. Oh, just hit the barrier now. This could come down to track position at the end between the 2 of us. Oh, not if I do that. Where is he? He's still there. Just on the radar. Porsche getting the power down quicker than I could there. Right, 1 lap to go. Right, I did say it was all about track position. There's no way we're going to catch up with Heinsberger. Fine, just getting better exits than me at the minute. Oh, whoa, that was hard work. That was hard work. Whew. The Swede was your winner in the Viper. I got 10th in the Viper. And Danny NASCAR 3rd in the Viper, showing the Viper was a good car. And Grenster 2nd in the Genesis. So again, the Genesis, possibly the car should have. I did like the Viper, but I did dropped it badly. And then I think I got into a couple of other guys who I can't remember who it was now. Somebody called me out. Can't remember who it was now. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. I'm just sorry for whoever I bumped. I got it wrong out through the Ascaris, and then just trying to get back on was horrendous. Just really struggled. Swede was first with a 1:49.5. Grenster in second with a 1:49.233 and the fastest lap. And Danny NASCAR in third with a 1:56.55. Matt Mikey fourth, Zamzam fifth, David sixth, Dong in seventh, Libyath in eighth, Heinsberger ninth. I was in 10th, just ahead of Brian at the finish there. Luca in 12th, Kankaman 13th, and then a couple of DNFs at the back there. The Swede, the Grenster, and Danny NASCAR, your 1, 2, 3. Right, let's get this loaded up. Interlagos. I am horrendous around Interlagos. I need somebody to throw out a car for me for this one. Ooh. Somebody recommend me a good car around Interlagos. And we'll give that one a go. Oh, and I am going to pop into my headphones for this one. See if we can have a half decent race, because my racing tonight has been terrible. I do think it's because of lack of sleep deprivation. 458 Italia. Oh, so what we got? Kankaman, kind of hard to race when you lap me and Luca with their 3-second penalties threw me off. Mikey, yeah, went wide, then the car just shot to the right. Didn't even have time to brake. Where are you? If you prefer front rear, AMG 20 works. Mazda MX-5. Oh my gosh, really? And the 458 Italia. Interlagos cars, modern Porsche, old Ferrari, RCZs. So we've got Wills is in the McLaren, Libiath is in the 992, Zamzam is in the 296, Swede is in the 992, Cankerman is in the 992. I'd imagine the 992 is going to be like the car to be in, I would think. Wills has gone for the Hurricane now. Grenst has gone back into the Genesis. I think he's trying to persuade me to go Genesis. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because I've had such a diabolical night tonight, I'm going to play safe. I am going to play safe. Right, so this one, the race is starting at 45. I'm going to get straight into this one because I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to be shattered. Right, how many likes have we got on this video? 27. Wow. Oh, I think you guys have earned it. Let's go. 5 more on the way. There we go. That's my lot for July done. Old Man Stu, William, Nico. Oh, what a brilliant one this one is. Christopher Hansel, and Rest Yourself. So Old Man Stu, William, and Nico, all with one. Really good to see Nico and William getting one in there, and Old Man Stu. 3 of you that are in there at the moment. That is great news. Really, really good news. Loving that, loving that, loving that. Right, we're not going to have any time to do any laps around here, so we could well be coming from the back. Cankerman, Mitchell, you got me 327 kilometers for the day. Oh, Rachel, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Why are my fingers not working? Oh, Rachel, thank you for the 4.99. Oh, you really don't need to do that. I really appreciate it. You guys do not need to do that for me. I really do appreciate it. Very, very, very much so. Nico, Mitch is going to play it safe and race with the Skoda Octavia. I don't think so. Mikey, that's him done. He's worn out. Great racing again. Been well, good fun, and being public. Wonders will never cease. You know what? We've had some really great racing public lobbies this week. Considering we've had like 14, 15, 16 people in nearly every race, I really haven't seen anybody that I've had to go and punt, kick them out, do whatever. It's been really, really, really good racing, every single one. And I think that's borne out with the likes of people like the Swede coming back and racing each of these nights. Anyway, talk about who is in here. We've got Heinsberger, Grenster. Heinsberger's in the 992. Grenster's in the Genesis X. Wills is in the Hurricane. David's gone for the 296 Ferrari. I'm in the BMW. Might be a wrong choice, but there we go. Libiath is in the Citroen. Zamzam is in the 296. Dong is in the R8. Brian is in the 992. Swede is in the 992. NASCAR is in the AMG. Cankerman's in the 992. And then we've got Victor Luca and Pepekas coming in. Mikey's saying that Wheels guy's a little dodgy. You should kick him out. I don't know. Rachel, you've just done the latest super chatty thingy. I must get my coffee thing, buy me a coffee thing sorted out at some point. What should I go in? Should I go in the, what car should I go in? Should I go in the BMW? Should I go in the 992? Or should I give the 296 a try? You tell me, Rachel, what should I be in? Which car? Which car? Let me know very, 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 very quickly. That's assuming she's still here. The 296, she said. She wants me in the 296. Okay, where is the 296? Don't want to do that. Right, okay, let's get this one underway then. Oh, just waiting for Luca to tick in. And then we will go. If he's not ticked in by 47, I'm going anyway. Time is counting down. We are going to be going racing in just a moment. Taylor, good evening. Luca's not going to jump in, is he? Mikey, that mad Mikey guy is suspiciously quick. Best boot him out too. I'd have to kick them all out to try and get a win. Right, Luca's not in. Let's go. I can't wait anymore. Last one of the night, I'm afraid, guys. Let's get into this and see what we can do. Ooh. I've never done well around Interlagos. Never, ever, ever have I done well around here. Right, where are we? Come on, lights. Oh, no lights at the minute. Have we got a frozen room? Oh, come on. There we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Wow, Libya got a run up front there. Oh, well, that wasn't clever, was it? First corner, we're out already. I can tell you I struggle at Interlagos. We lost can command because of an error. It's a shame. Why did I not come in? Ooh, getting up on the curb there too much. Right, pit Mitchell, pit. Nico, I think practice is part of it. Practice and knowing the tracks, the braking points, the turning points, the gears, which cars are good around which tracks, but practice, practice, practice really is. It takes me about 200 laps to get used to a car track combo. So if I'm going to do the daily races, I can be sure that I'll do 200 laps before I even really start to get a half decent lap time. I am jealous of people that can just jump into any car on any track and just race it. They mess with me too as well, Mikey. You just get used to a car and then suddenly they change the dynamics of it, the physics of it. Not sure why they have to keep doing it all the time. It's almost an admission that they just can't get the cars dialed in. I think this car in front is potentially on auto drive. I'm not sure what all that was about, but never mind. Wheels is a million miles down the road. This is going to be a lonely few laps, I'm afraid, guys. Sorry about that, but it's just the way it goes when you're not on it, and I'm not been on it today. Come on, Wheels. Thank you for waiting for me. I want Wheels to go through, I want to follow him. All my buttons muddled up as well tonight. Crikey. Wheels takes a load of curb there and I almost dropped it. Just trying to watch and learn from wheels at the moment. Two seconds behind him at the moment. Let's see how quickly wheels can catch me. I give it 4 corners max. This is 2 and 1. There you go, caught me in the first corner. Didn't even need 4. One thing, overtaking's another. Unless your wheels against Mitchell, of course. Here he comes. Let's make him go around the outside. This is taking every ounce of my concentration here. Just trying to stay ahead of wheels. Defending. Here he comes again. cover the axes, the apexes. It's up the inside. Oh dear, got that wrong. No! Right, I've got to get a gap, I've got to keep a gap, and I've got a penalty at the end. I'm going to have to do on the very, very last lap. Where is he? 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2. Got to keep into that second. .1. It's got within the second. He's going to do me, isn't he? It's within half a second already. He's got me. Easy peasy. Oh, did he have a penalty too? Oh. I am cream crackered. I'm not going to lie. I am shattered. Oh dear. Oh, lots and lots and lots and lots of discussion going on in the chat that I can't keep up with. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. But oh man alive. Woo. Yeah, not my best night of racing, if I'm perfectly honest. But there we go. And I apologise to all of you that I clobbered tonight. Not a good one. Where are we? Save the replay, and then the result. Grenster, a 132.249, and Heinsberger, the two P1R guys on first and second. Heinsberger with a 132.576. Brian Potter up there in third with a 132.674. The Swede in fourth, Zamzam in fifth, Libya sixth, Danny NASCAR in seventh, Dong in eighth, David in ninth. I got 10 just ahead of Wheels, but Wheels did back off and race with me. Can Command, Pepper Cass, and BM Victor all DNF'd. Grenster, Heinsberger, and Brian Potter, your 1, 2, 3. Right, thanks everyone, but I need to sleep and I want to look at a replay, so that will be me done. And I'm going for American, just let everybody know, American Friday night special tomorrow. Details in Discord. Right, there we go. It's half an hour. Whew. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Internet issues for me. Have I got internet issues? I think, I don't know. I don't know, Grenster. I think I was just tired tonight. Really, really tired tonight. Very, 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 very tired. It's not an excuse by any stretch of the imagination. This is not an excuse, but obviously I did stream till about 11, 12 o'clock last night. Can't remember when we finished because we did a smashy bashy. And then I was up at 3:30 for my youngest going off to the airport. And yeah, lots and lots of discussion. Loving it in there. Right, one of the things I am going to do, I want to have a look at this race, because one of the ones that we had initially was awesome. I can't think, it was one with Mad Mikey, but I can't remember what the race was now. My items, which one was it? Must have been the Red Bull Ring, I think. This race was just incredible. It really was. Let me just put a little bit of sound on. Do something a little bit usual that I don't normally do. I'm going to do the music replay one. Won't actually play music. It would be interesting just to see this one panned out, because there was some fantastic side-by-side action. You can see there a car just behind me pulling over to the side. I got an amazing run up the inside going into one. Got up the inside of FIFA. Mad Mikey was behind. Oh, well, that's a bit rubbish. I'm not going to do that then, because I can't put any replay options on with music replay. I guess you're supposed to be watching the replay while you're watching listening to music. So there we go. Oh, has it been a bit? My little PC's been struggling. I am saving up. I promise I'm saving up for a new PC, but it's going to be rather expensive. A lot more than I had thought it was going to be. Oh, we got a car going round at the back there. I don't know who that was. Can't see. Oh, the Swede. What on earth happened to the Swede right at the start there? So the Swede is in the Jaguar. So I'm up front. I got a great initial run. Oh, the Swede just. Oh, I think it was somebody just in the back of him there a little bit, just turning round just a tad. At the moment, it's me ahead of FIFA, Mad Mikey, Grenster and David. Very much aware that some of these guys are really, really quick. And I got on the outside there. FIFA got a fantastic run through the inside, and then Mad Mikey as well. And then we ended up going side by side. And if I remember rightly, I managed to get between the three of them here, going into this bottom corner. FIFA took the normal line, and Mad Mikey and I sort of went for the middle of the track. Grenster's right in the back as well. And at this point, we're like 3 wide through here, almost 4 wide through that corner, but very, very much 3 wide through here. Still 3 wide through, and this is the little infield section. I knew that FIFA was on the inside, so I had to give room. I knew that Mad Mikey, well, actually at that point, I thought Mad Mikey was on the outside of me, but phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. Once again, all of the guys over the back of me, Mad Mikey just itching to find a way through. Couldn't quite find it there. And we're going into the penultimate corner. I swept around the outside. FIFA covering the inside line. Mad Mikey going out. We got somebody diving into the pits there. And then David, I think that was, as he went first. And then I came across the line first. We got FIFA in second, Mad Mikey picking up a half-second penalty, and then Grenster in fourth and Libiaf just off the back. So basically we've got a 5-car battle here, but everybody is involved with this one, except for the 2 guys off the back, which was David, who's just come into the pits. He started on the wrong tyres. PM, Max and the Swede having a bit of a mare, but out front on the racing soft tyres. And of course I thought we were going to get some weather in this, so I was all geared up for some rain midway through, and it didn't happen. The rain did not happen, but I managed to stay out front. This was probably about the only decent race I had all night. I was just really tired, but just came alive in this one. Oh, I think that was that Grenster getting it really loose on the exit of the curb there and picking up a half-second penalty. Great little battle here between Brian and Ben. Ben just getting up the inside of Brian into that corner. The Aston Martin pulling a move on the Genesis. And that's that move done. Danny's just on the back to pick up any issues. He can't quite find his way through at the moment. He's got a bird's eye view of these guys. Grenster just serving his penalty there. So he has to pull off. Oh, Brian just getting into the back of Ben a little bit. That lets Danny through. That was a fortunate move. And then Grenster's just on the back of this group now. Out front, I managed to pull a little bit of a gap here. Just for a few moments. And got Mad Mikey, Svifa, Vadim, and... Oh, what happened? What did I do there? Oh, my word. Let's just go back. 0 to 0 in one easy move. So, I mean, at the moment, I've probably got, what? Probably a 2-second lead here. And I just threw it all away. Was this where I come out of this corner? And I just got over this curb. It bounced, and around it went. That was it. It was the bounce that did it. And that killed my race. But initially, the early part was phenomenal. And then it was down to Mad Mikey, Svifa, and Vadim in the Scirocco now into the mix here. Libiath just off the back. Libiath with a bird's eye view of the battle up front. Ben Clock still in a battle with Danny. Just on board with Danny. Just want to keep on board with these guys up front here. The top three. It's Mad Mikey from Svifa and Vadim. Vadim going for a little look up the inside. Thinks better of it. Cuts inside. Svifa following Mad Mikey through. Vadim got a beautiful run through that corner. Closing on Svifa here, but I don't think he can do enough before this corner. They all jump to the right. Sweep across to the left. They're going to drift out to the right. Run down this curb. It's all important to get a good run through here. Oh, Vadim all over the track there. Completely off it. Surprised that one wasn't a penalty. Just managed to keep the right-hand side wheels on the curb. So Mad Mikey looking really cool and cucumber here. Vifa pushing track limits. Also on the way through there to try and get a move. He's actually closing on Mad Mikey at the moment. We haven't got a radar on or anything like that to watch. Mikey's not got it on either. So as we go through here, we know that Svifa's good in the Supra as we go through. The back of that car was completely off the track there, but I think he managed to keep the nose in. He didn't. He picked up a half-second penalty. Vadim can't actually see that for the moment, but the car in front has got the penalty, and that is going to enable Mad Mikey just to pull away as Svifa goes half-second purple. Oh, he's really pushing. That back ender, that's Sylvia is all over the shop right now. It really is. It's Mad Mikey from Svifa and then Vadim. Libiath has joined the party. Grenster off the back a little bit. So we have now got ourselves back to a 4-car race for the lead. And Libiath saying that the Citroen, very quick as GR4 car. Very wide car as well. When you come up behind one of these on a tight track, you know you're going to struggle to get by. Vadim just going a little bit deep, or maybe V'ing the corner, just to cover off the Citroen behind. Libiath with a beautiful lines at the moment. Out front though it is Mad Mikey from Svifa, Vadim and Libiath. Just behind, I mean this is a great little battle that is going on right here. But there's a big old battle that's going on just a little bit further behind. Don't want to lead this for the moment. Vadim on Svifa, is there anything you can do? That Supra pulling away down this straight. You can see it's just got the legs on the Scirocco at the moment. The Scirocco closing up under braking. It's got good cornering. The Svifa really loose on the back end as he goes through there. As I say, just a bit further back, we've got battles all the way through. We've got Ben Clock and Brian are catching Grenster whilst they are battling. Danny's just off the back of this one a little bit, but these guys having a battle. And then just a little bit further back, I was coming through the pack. Heinsberger just with us here, tucks in behind me. Then he looks for the inside, going around the outside of Meatball, and we got the Swede joining into this one as well. Oh, the Swede just getting roughed outside in the corner there. I don't know whether he'll get a penalty there. I think there might have been a touch which would have saved him from the penalty. But we are racing here for low places. Basically 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Oh, Swede getting a lovely little move up the inside of Heinsberger there. Can't quite get up the inside of Meatball, who gets that covered off, and then Heinsberger's coming back. He's got up the inside. Oh, Meatball just... I think Meatball just... Let's just go back a step and just see what happened there. I think the Meatball might have hit the brakes a little bit early and caught the guys out behind there. You normally brake on the 50. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Broke at the normal time. Maybe the other guys just went a bit late and Meatball just getting caught up in that one a little bit. Swede is backing out just to, and Heinsberger as well. Both of them respectfully backing out to wait for Meatball to join them. So Swede lets Meatball through. So yeah, I think that Heinsberger and the Swede definitely went a little bit deep into there. P-Max looking for a way up the inside of Meatball now. And now everybody rejoins them. Oh, we're going to be really close into this. Almost 4 cars into that corner. Meatball seems to be on the auto drive at the moment. The hazard lights flashing. I'm not a great fan of people jumping into auto drive when they're on the track. It does mess things up a little bit. But out front, where are we? Mad Mikey absolutely running away with this one at the moment. Vadim has found his way in front of Svifa, and Svifa has now got Libiath all over the back of him. Grenster a little bit further back at the moment, so it's just these 4 for the lead at the moment. We're on lap 6 of 10, but as I said, there are battles going on all the way through the track. Libiath taking a little look up the inside of Svifa, thinking better of it. Tucks in behind. The light is fading, the track is cooling, and Svifa's back end is still as loose as it was at the very beginning of this battle. Going really well though, really well. These guys can Svifa find a way through as we go through the complex. He takes a look up the left-hand side, swings back in behind. He just needs a good run out of a corner. But Svifa is no slouch in that Supra, even though the back end is squirming around all over the place. Grenster's a bit further back, then Brian Potter in 6th. And then we'll just jump back and have a look at this, the little group here that was I was involved with. So Ben Clock, Danny and myself. I was having an amazing battle with Ben Clock at this point in the race. We were practically nose to tail through some of these corners. I was having to be very careful that I didn't outbrake myself too much. Mikey had his eye on the map for rain. Glad it didn't. TT would have struggled in mixed conditions. Then I got to run up the inside of Ben. I don't think Ben saw me up the inside there. It was a little bit of a tap on the way through. And then Ben does actually come out ahead. And then I've got Danny NASCAR with a run on me as well. I knew that I had the inside going into this corner up here. Ben moves across to cover the line. I can't find a way through. Danny NASCAR had a good run, but that gap was always going to be closing. And then I had a run down with Ben, and I remember here thinking, do I just follow Ben through the corner, or do I go up the inside and see what we can do? And I was just watching to see where he was going to break. The opportunity didn't come, followed through, and then Ben was just a tad slow through there, and that enabled Danny and myself to close up. We've got a real 3-car battle right here. There are still battles going on all over the place. Mikey says the Gr.4 does give the best racing. I think so. I really do. I love the Gr.4 cars for the close racing. Even though we got split tyre strategy on most of the races tonight, this one wasn't. This one was just a straightforward racing soft. Oh, just at the back there. See, there's a little bit of a battle going on. Can't see who that was. Heinsberger and the Swede. They're into a right old ding-dong battle between themselves. They're using all of the track and more. Danny NASCAR in for a change of tyres. Libiath in for a change of tyres too. So the order at this point, Mad Mikey out front. Vadim with a half-second penalty and Svifa with a half-second penalty too. So that is going to be even Stevens. Grenster is closing up and Brian Potter just a bit behind, but I think it's a little bit too little too late, and the leaders all being spread out just a little bit. Once again, oh, it looks like I did manage to get past Ben at some point. Was it this move into the first corner? I think it was. We got up the inside, really brave, managed to keep it on the track, and that was the move done. I actually remember that one. I remember working and working and working and working on that move for several laps, and it did actually come off, and then managed to just stay ahead for the moment. But Ben Clock right with me. Oh, Ben with a big slide there. I think that will have let me just get away a little bit. That beautiful Aston Martin, some lovely livery on that car. Ben handling it really well. Out front, at the moment, Mad Mikey and Vadim continuing to stretch away from the cars behind. And then Svifa's got a couple of cars that are chasing, but this is the main battle on track. There's another little battle here where P-Max is just off the back of Heinsberger and Swede. Those guys going really well. Swede is trying to chase down Ben Clock, but also keep Heinsberger behind. We're on lap 8 of 10 at the moment. And P-Max just off the back and not really being able to make too much headway. The Swede using all of the curbs and more there. Heinsberger with a more conservative run through that corner. Heinsberger probably going to be aware of dirty air at the moment. Moving across to the left to really open up the corner. They both need a good run. They're both risking track limits on these corners. You can get a track limit on this exit. Both of them keeping it nice and tidy. So at the moment you can see I'm just comfortably ahead of the Aston Martin behind me at the moment, but we're riding on board with Heinsberger and the Swede. As we come up into turn 1, we've got another car in the pits, it looks like. Heinsberger closing up massively. Out front it is Mad Mikey. There's a little bit of a battle forming for second. Let's just join that for the moment. We've got Mad Mikey way out front, and then Svifa has now got Grenster all over the back of him with Brian Potter there as well. And Grenster with a half-second penalty. Not what you want on lap number 9. That's going to give Svifa the opportunity to get away, but also it's going to give Brian the opportunity to potentially get a podium here. He just needs to keep on it. I think he's a bit too far back at the moment. Grenster's going to lose about 1 second, and I think that Brian is more than 1 second behind at the moment. Oh, Grenster and Svifa really giving it everything over the curbs. Svifa keeping it tight, and Svifa picks up a half-second penalty now. So Grenster will have seen that, and he's right on his back bumper. Grenster takes the penalty. Brian closes up. Svifa's penalty doesn't get taken. Svifa's going to have to take his on this run. So now Grenster knows all he's got to do is stay within a second of Svifa, and he could well get this done. But Grenster has got Brian all over the back of him now. Brian, look how close he is up behind Grenster right now. He's absolutely reeled these guys in whilst they've been fighting and picking up penalties. Just goes to show that if you can keep it clean and tidy and stay away from the penalties, it can really, really work out for you. Grenster just moves across the cover. Brian pops into the slipstream. Is that going to be a move into turn 2? There is. Brian goes for the inside. Grenster going for a move around the outside. Svifa swings across. Brian giving Grenster just enough room on the outside, and Grenster manages to just hold that place. Let's go back onto the fan view. Mad Mikey way out front. He's on his final lap. And he's just coming round to the infield section. But this is the battle, and the battle is for the podium. Oh, there's a move up the inside. Oh no, that all went a little bit wrong for Brian and Svifa there. Let's just go back a second. and just have a little look and see what happened there. We'll look at the build-up. We'll just go on the follow cam. So we got Slifer out front with that half-second penalty. Grenster just trying to stay within half a second, and Brian just behind. Hard on the brakes. Oh, Brian goes for the move. It's really late. It's way too late. Way too late. He collects Slifer, and that lets Grenster through. Brian has to recover from the gravel. I'm right on the back of him. That's how Brian got the 3-second penalty. He got the 3 second for taking Slifer out, and suddenly I find myself back in 4th place. Probably worth watching this race from my point of view, because I had a bit of a mare, and then to get back to 4th was quite something. Mad Mikey though, he's going to come across the line to take the win. Massive, massive lead. 138s, 137s. Grenster in a 138, so giving away about a second. So that is the justification for the lead there. So Mad Mikey, Grenster comes across second. Slifer does come across in 3rd, and I was fairly tight for 4th, but not close enough. Ben Clock picking up a really nice 5th. Looks like he's happy with that, with the lights flashing. Ben Potter in 6th. P-Max comes across 7th. Vadim in the Scirocco was in the hunt for a while. He comes across in 8th with Lebiath in 9th. Meatball comes across in 10th. And then David in the Supra 11th. And then the Swede, who had a bit of a mare in this one, with the Swede Iceberg and doing a choreographed slide on the line. Hankerman just coming across in 15th. And then Dong, bless his heart, in 16th. What I might actually do, I know it's time, and I'm actually going to pop back to the very beginning of this one, and I'm going to go on board with myself, and let's just see how this race panned out, because it really was all, then nothing, and then a bit of all. So we could see a car off in the grass there, I think deliberately dropping to the back. And I had a fantastic start off the line. The Genesis with that traction control really, really does get a flyer. Certainly better than Slifer in the Supra and Mad Mikey in the Audi. But then those guys come back. And as we know, Grenster and David right in the hunt here. Already, Mad Mikey and I going 2 by 2 through the corners. Deep respect from everybody in this one. We're basically 3 wide in one of the corners, almost 4 wide with Grenster right on the back. I got a bit boxed in for that one, if I remember, and that sort of led to this 3-way through this corner. I mean, it's hard enough to go there through there with 2 by 2, let alone 3, and we're still 3 by 3. I'm getting a bit of a knock on Slifer, I'm getting a bit of a knock on Mikey, both of them letting me know that they're still there. Mikey just has to tuck in behind as we go through the complex, and Slifer having a little look up the inside. The Genesis really sitting down on the rear springs there as we come out of that corner. Again, somehow I'm managing to hold off these really, really, really quick racers behind me. And then, of course, I did drop it. It all went wrong. What do they call it? An intimidation pass? Oh, it could well have been, because I was really, really having to push hard. Mad Mikey picking up a half-second penalty. I remember the nerves were building at this point. And I was like, come on, we've really got to get through these corners quickly. We need to bounce them as much as we can. But you can see how much the Genesis bounces on the corners. And the problem is if you go across one of those curves and it's not straight, the back end starts to twitch and it bounce, 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 and around you go. Not quite sure when it was. Not this one. We're still holding it quite nicely. So I was holding the lead for a couple of laps, which I'm really quite pleased about. And sometimes when you look at these replays, you need to start thinking how good rather than how bad you are. Easy to focus on the negatives. In other words, my spin. But to be holding the likes of Mikey Spifa behind me is really good. And then we had a great little battle at Interlagos with William at the end of the stream. But for this one, I'm just enjoying this race. It really was a cracker. And we're out front at the moment. Mikey with a half-second penalty, and I could feel him just breathing down my neck. He moves over off the racing line to respectfully take the penalty, and then he's right back in it. I'm not sure how, but Mad Mikey managed to keep ahead of Spifa, even serving the penalty. And I think that might have bunched up Mad Mikey, Spifa, Vadim and Libya, and it gave me a little bit of an opportunity to pull away, and then I think this is where it went wrong. There we go, we got the bump, it went around, there's nothing I could do to hold that. I even buried the throttle just trying to keep it on the straight and narrow, and then the other guys went away. So we fell right the way back. Where are we? 10th at the moment. So we're in 10th place. Now we're dropping to 11th. 12th goes through. Dirty tyres. I don't want to get in anybody's way. 13th. So we're in 13th position at this stage in this race. And we get all the way up, almost to third. So somehow, over the next 7 laps, we managed to make up, what, 9 places? Nearly 10 places. Oh, Mikey, glad my new livery has had some coverage. You got a new one on that one? Where is it? Oh, it's a new Revolut one. Very nice. But we can't stop looking. I need to look, see how we're doing. So, okay. So where are we? We're tucked up behind Dong at the moment. Looking for a move up the inside. Dong went a little bit wide on that one. That gave me an opportunity to get a little nose up the inside. Dong goes a little bit wide into the gravel. I don't think we touched, did we? I think it was good. I think it was good. So I was right with him here, and I thought I'm going to go up the inside. He gets into the gravel there, and then he goes really deep, and I think he's got dirty tyres on the outside. He does go out on his own. So we're all good for that move. And then my next sights are on Can Command. So we're up to 12th. That's 1 place done. We're on lap 3. Hard on the brakes on the 50. Looking to pick up the apex. Drifting out wide. Beginning of the yellow dots on the left-hand side there. Gave us a great run on Can Command. I could have followed him down into this one, and I wasn't sure because the Elantra is normally really quick. Mikey's just saying, like I say, if you did stay up front, it would have been very difficult to overtake the G70. I've got to stop making mistakes. That is my problem, is making my own mistakes. You had the pace last night around Brands 2. You do great considering you were streaming and talking also. Oh, thank you, Mikey. It is difficult to talk and stream and race, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better all the time. I feel as if I've got quicker. My consistency's dropped off a little bit. I feel like I've got a little bit quicker. Now, if I can just get that consistency back, I'm starting to get the confidence that I can do a few laps with some of the A+ guys. I can't do a full race at the moment. Oh, Heinsberger just getting taken around there. He managed to gather that one up beautifully. I think that was Danny NASCAR might have just got into the back of him, and then Heinsberger got the half-second penalty. That gave me a little look up the inside. Thought better of it. I've also got a car behind the Swede who I was defending from, but I didn't really want to chuck it up the inside of Heinsberger and find that I end up a problem and lose 2 places here. You can see here that the Swede is very close behind. Heinsberger serves his penalty, so that promotes me up to 10th, but I've now got the Swede right tucked up behind me. Next car down the road is Danny and Meatball. Meatball moves across to the right hand side. I get the feeling that Meatball was a little bit uncomfortable with really quick races, which I felt a little bit sad about, because he's certainly not quick. I think if he'd held his line, then I think he could have been right in there. Oh, Heinsberger coming back big time on the Swede. What a move from Heinsberger here. I was looking at myself in this one just to see how I came through, and I got a little bit of a move around the outside of Meatball. I knew Meatball was a little bit tentative, So I gave him some room on the inside and just managed to get that done. The Swede going a little bit wide into that corner. And then that does put me up into 9th position. So up from 13th to 9th at the moment. And we're still trying to be as respectful and considerate as we can. But one of the things I was really thinking about here was more racecraft. Even at this point, I remember thinking, how is the guy in front racing? Where is there going to be likely to be an opportunity? Where are they going a little bit wide? Where can I get a little bit more speed? Is there an opportunity to go up the inside in braking, or is it going to be a move around the outside or the inside of a corner exit, or a drag down one of the straights? And I just wanted to try and keep it as clean as I could and just work hard. Racecraft is one of the things I'm very, very poor at. Oh, closing up really close on Danny there. This is an opportunity. We had a little bit of a bump through there. Didn't push him off. The tiniest little kiss. And unfortunately, I didn't help myself there because I pushed Danny forwards. And then he just started to go away from me a little bit. The lights are on. The light is fading. Another bump. Horrible bump over that curb. Really didn't learn my lesson from the start of the race. And then I got a beautiful slipstream down here. A really, really nice slipstream. I think, did I go to the inside here? No, Danny went defensive. I went for the outside on this one and then tried for a move around the outside. Danny has to take the tighter line. I gave him as much room as I possibly could, and then we got that move done. So that was a good lap or so to find my way through, but then we did get by. And he fell back by about half a second, closing up under the braking. And then I'm after Ben. Ben going a little bit wide into that corner. At that point, I was thinking, do you know what? There's a chance that we could catch up with Ben here. A slim chance. Remember, no pitting strategy in this one because it was supposed to be rain. I did take off the requirements for the 2 tyres. But at this stage, the Genesis reeling in, the Aston Martin really, really nicely. I'm trying to use the slipstream. Ben tries to break it. I decided to just hold my line. I could have followed him, but I was just thinking, if I'm going to be weaving around, I'm just going to be losing time. So I decided to just stay with him. Closed up nicely there. Got a good run out of this corner. And then I was hoping that I'd be able to get down the inside. So we stay right behind Ben Clock. I was hoping that he was going to stay out to the left-hand side here, and we'd get a move up the inside, but I decided to do the opposite. He throws me a little bit of a dummy, but I got up the inside. There was a little bit of a touch through there, so I did have to back out slightly. It wasn't a clean move, so we dropped in behind, which then gave Danny a run on me down into this corner. So now not only am I trying to get a move done on Ben Clock, but I've got Danny to defend against as well. So I've got to go middle of the track, 100-metre board, hard on the brakes, all the way down to first, get it rotated up into second. And then somehow I just managed to pop the car in between Ben and Danny, just to hold Danny behind. Danny's still right there. Got a lovely slipstream on Ben. And then is there a possibility into this corner? I know that Ben's gone deep a few times into this one. So we're defending, covered the inside, couldn't quite get it done. Ben, lovely corner through that one. So we're on lap 7 of 10. We've got 3 laps to run. And I'm currently sitting in 8th. So there's another 4 places to be had, and the other guys are way down the road. So whether people were jumping in for pit stops and things on this one, I'm not quite sure. But, just can't find a way past Ben at the moment. Ben pulls over to the right-hand side to go defensive. That gave me a run around the outside, and I thought, let's just keep it in, keep the wheel in there. A little bit of a rub there. That meant that Ben had to take the tighter line. And then coming out of here, I thought, let's go for the switch. Braked a little bit earlier, knowing that Ben was going to go a little bit deeper. Libiath was in for Tyres, so that promoted us up to 7th. And this time, Ben goes for the inside. He then sweeps across to the left, and I decide to go up the inside. Job done. Nice move. I enjoyed that one. Worked for that. 6th place now. We've got Brian Potter and Grenster ahead of us. They're both in a bit of a battle. well, I say they're in a bit of a battle. Brian is just off the back a little bit at the moment. So now's where we've really got to knuckle down. And Ben is still with us as well. But this is where I really need to get a move on. Christopher saying nice move. Thank you very much. I did enjoy that one. I remember I've been watching Ben corner after corner after a corner. I knew he was occasionally going deep like he's just done here, that there could have been a move up the inside. I thought there might have been a move there. And then occasionally into the last couple of corners, there was occasionally an opportunity where there was a door open and I thought I might be able to get up the inside using the four-wheel drive of the Genesis off of the corner, in particular the last one. And thankfully we just managed to get that done. So we're in 6th at the moment, coming round to finish lap number 8. And then we've got 9 and 10, so 2 laps to go. Vadim jumps in for Tyres. I think that some of the guys didn't look at the race parameters for this one. So that's 2 of them now have given away 2 places to me. And that is going to promote me up to 5th. And of course, sometimes when one person dives into the pits, other people are thinking, oh, do I need to pit as well? And then you end up having to pit because you either risk a minute or 20 odd seconds in the pit stop. So I think I got very, very lucky. Out front though, at the moment, Mad Mikey is away and down the road. Look at that, miles down the road. Svifa has got Grenster behind him, but Grenster with a half-second penalty. And Brian as well here. Now I think this might have been where I got lucky, because Brian not into this one. I can't remember where it was. I think what was the issue? I can't remember now, my brain's gone foggy. But Grenster with a half-second penalty. Svifa going well, so Grenster's going to have to serve the penalty. I mean, those guys are nowhere to be seen at the moment. And I need to do 2 of them, so let's have a little look. So we got a couple of penalties here. Grenster takes his, which puts Brian right on the back of him. Svifa then goes through. He's going to take his penalty at the end of the race, so the last lap. Brian getting right up close to Grenster now. Going really well in the Genesis. At the moment, I'm not quite a whole straight, but well, half a straight behind these guys. So you never know, sometimes luck does befall you. Obviously I had no idea that Svifa had a penalty. Grenster's doing everything he can to hold Brian behind him. Brian looking for a move up the inside here. He goes to the right hand side. He gets alongside. Side by side through there. He gives Grenster just enough room on the outside, but then has to tuck in behind. Time is running out, and I just think that Brian thought he could get up the inside into this corner, and it all went a little bit wrong. I think Grenster might have seen it coming. Grenster hits the brakes. Brian goes for the move, can't get it slowed down. He gets a wobble. Svifa into the gravel. Grenster's actually hitting the brakes here to slow down, I think, at some point. And Brian with a 3-second penalty. Svifa, Brian backs out. That's how I managed to get up to 4th. So unfortunately, the last few places were all down to an incident, but it just goes to show, never, ever, ever give up, because you never know how things are going to pan out. You really don't. And Svifa out front, classic example on one of my recent videos where he got into an issue, was dead last, and then came through to get the podium. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite clever enough to do that, and I think we were just a few tenths of a second away when we got to the line. I just couldn't do quite enough. And Mad Mikey with the win, Grenster 2nd, Svifa 3rd, I got 4th, and the rest behind. Great battle with Ben. Took me too long to get past Ben, but I was really pleased to go from 13th up into 4th, even though gifted a few places at the end there. Anyway, that is it for me. I must call it a day now because it's 11:45. I'm going to get shot. Thank you to everybody that has raced. Mikey just saying had a great battle with Zam Zam around Monza. He was defending great, had to work out a way to get past. It was fun. And yeah, some great racing again tonight. Really, really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed this evening, even though I raced really badly. And if I'm going to race half decent tomorrow, I need to go and get some sleep. So I am going to go and grab the ticket. We'll see what, let's have a look and see what ticket we get. I've got nothing but parts lately. I don't know. I did get a car the other night, which was quite nice. Oh, I need my oil doing on this car. We'll receive the gift. Let's see if we can get something decent. It's a 3-star. We got 500,000. We got 1 million. We got 1 million. It's going to be the 1 million. No, it's the little one. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? With all of that cash available, we come out with the booby prize. Well, it's always the way, isn't it? I guess, though, we've got enough to put some fuel in the car and to do an oil change, which we'll do right now. Have yourselves a really great morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, whatever you're doing. Have a great one, guys. Tomorrow night, it will not be a public lobby. We're going to be doing some American cars around American tracks. We've got everything from 1965s right the way through to the trucks tomorrow. We're going to be on dirt, tarmac and snow, I believe, tomorrow. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a great one, but you will need to be a PSR registered racer for that. I am not going to open that up to public because I can't just control the cars. So it will be back to private tomorrow. Monday, I will do another public one. And then for the rest of the week, I'm going to be doing private because we'll be in the Elantras on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be back with British Touring Cars with Hulky Racing. Thursday, we will be doing... Oh, Thursday. There might be a Thursday, but I'm not sure about a Friday. Yeah, it's going to be a bit iffy next week. We'll see how it goes. Watch the Discord. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Catch you later. Bye-bye. See you later.